Okay. Now let's start comfortably, standing comfortable position. We start with moving all the joints one by one, okay? So we start with head and neck movement up and down. So just relax the arms, shoulders, don't worry about them. Just move the neck up and down. Very good. And you might find a little restriction in the movement. If you find a little tightness and rigidity, just start to move slowly and just repeat the movement. It starts to loosen it and start to feel the range of motion. So chin goes to the chest, chin reaches up and down. Keep your eyes open. Very good. And then slowly come back to the center. Drop the right ear, drop the left. So just side to side. Very good. Very good. Come back to the center. Turn the neck to the right and to the left. Once again, right and left. Very good. And come back to the center. Nice. Now, let's bring our hands to the shoulders and start to make shoulder rotations. So elbows come closer, open them wide. So nice big circles. Very good. And then opposite direction. Very good. And slowly release, relax the arms. Very good. Now let's move our elbows up and down. Just up and down. Very good. Stretch it out. Very good. Let's do that 4 more times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Very good. Now release. Let's stretch our palms to the front as if you're pressing on a glass. Very good. Up and down. Very good. Nice up and down movement. Very good. And then bring yourself back to the center, side to side. Nice side to side. And come back to the center. Now take circles. So just moving the wrist in circles. Very good. And opposite direction. Very good. And slowly release. Take it off. Very good. Now we do one more stretch with the wrists. Let's take those palms out. Now you're going to make a tight fist. Make a nice squeeze. Open them wide. Once again, nice squeeze. Open. And let's do that 2 more times. So you want to make a tight fist. Tighten and open. Very good. Now let's hold that tight fist. You can feel that into the arms. And let's draw circles. Very good. Nice tight fist and circles. Both the directions. Very good. And slowly release. Shake it off, release. Nice. Now let's move into the torso area, the back muscles. So let's do a forward and back bend. So just bending forwards and stretch back. So again, it doesn't have to be too much. Just bend forwards and back. So remember, we are bending through the lower back. Okay, so you're not curling the back in. Bend through the lower back and then backwards. So lumbar spine. Very good. Keep your eyes open. Let's do that 1 more time. Nothing fancy, just back and forth. And slowly come back. Very good. Now, feet are a little wide. Let's take a twist. So I'm going to twist to both sides as if I'm trying to look behind that shoulder. Okay, just twist. Nice. Very good. And come back. Very good. Release. Now, let's stretch on one side and we're going to give a spinal stretch. So I'm going to turn on the one side, any one side, and give a stretch. Very good. Turn on the other side, give a stretch. Just as if you're trying to reach something which is on the top shelf, give a stretch. Very good. Nice. Let's do that for 2 more times. Both sides. Very good. Reach. Very good. Nice. Come back to the center. Now, let's bring our feet a little wide as the mat. And let's take a side stretch. So bending sideways. both sides. Again, feel free to move your arms, give a nice stretch. So when you stretch the arm and bend, you feel the stretch in the whole body. Very good, nice. Nice work, everyone. Very good, let's do that one more time. And bring yourself back to the center. Now, let's bring our feet a little closer and we're going to take hip circles. Nice big circles. Again, imagine you're tracing a clock. 12, 3, 6, and 9. Rotation and opposite direction. Again, nothing right and wrong, just moving through the hips. And you might feel a little tightness. That's okay. We are just keep moving, and then we move into our yoga poses. It starts to feel a little better. Come back to the center. Now, from here, I'm going to grab my chair. And again, just keep the chair handy. We're going to do our knee stretches. And if you don't want to bring the chair in, you can just go near a wall or a table. Okay, now, from here, we're going to start to stretch the right leg, okay? Working on the right leg. So I'm going to lift my right leg up and just front and back movement, okay? Now, take your time, get your chair. Let's stand comfortably first. Chair is just for the support. Now, we are going to stand on one leg, but this is not about balance. So that's why we are just kind of holding that right leg off the mat. So we get a little more space to move the knee. Okay, up and down. Very good. Nice stretch as if you're kicking forward. Very good. Stretch. You feel that into the legs. And you can go as much deeper you like if it feels good. Nice. Come back to the center. Now, let's do side to side. Just kind of pendulum movement. Very good. Keep holding the chair. No worries. And let's stop. Now, let's take circles. As if I'm holding a pencil in between the toes. 2 or 3 circles, clockwise and anti-clockwise. Very good. And release. Your right leg is screaming at you, isn't it? Now, let's take it to the other side. You can bring the chair on the other side, or you can simply turn on one side if you'd like. Very good. Now, once again, left leg, front and back. Very good. Again, give a nice stretch. And you might notice one leg moves a little easy. Other leg doesn't move that much, and that's okay. Now, side to side. Good. And come back to the center, and let's take circles. Just drawing circles. Very good. And slowly come back to the center. Very good. Now, let's take our, and you don't have to move the chair. I keep moving the chair sometimes. You can keep it in one side, and that's totally fine. We are going to do our ankle stretch. You can keep the chair there, George. It's okay. Just move the ankle. Okay, take any one leg. Ankle up and down. Very good. Point and flex. Feel that stretch. And then side to side. That is so tricky, isn't it? And then circles. Yeah, don't worry about it. And opposite direction. And slowly release. Very good. Let's take it to the other leg. Once again, ankle stretch. This is ankle movement, okay? Up and down. Very good. Side to side. And circles. Clockwise and anti-clockwise. And loosen. Pump your feet. Very good. Now, let's come here into comfortable standing position. Just take a moment, close your eyes, and just observe how that feels. Feeling that the whole joint mobilization not only works on the joint range of motion, but it also kind of stimulates your circulation. When you move, the blood starts to flow a little more circulation, right? Your heartbeat changes. Now let's take 3 open mouth exhales before we dive into yoga poses. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth as if you're blowing a candle. Inhale through the nose. See if you can stretch your exhale. Now what is happening when we stretch the exhale? It is calming your system a little more. One more time, inhale. Very good. So when I say calming the system, it doesn't just mean mentally feeling good and calm, but it actually shifts the gears of the nervous system. It starts to slow down everything. The panic button switches off and you start to really feel the difference. Right now, let's start with our mountain pose. We start with standing yoga poses. Feet are wide as the hips. They are nice and parallel. Make sure they're nice and parallel. Lift the toes, press the toes, lift the heels, press the heels. Right now, outer and inner edges. Very good. Stand taller. Now, if your back starts to round, shoulder starts to collapse, pull the shoulders back, arms relax. So we stand nice and tall. So as if you're imagining your spine is stretching lengthwise. So the crown is trying to move up, feet are trying to press a little more. So get that nice length into the spine. Very good. Let's stay here. Let's take 4 deep breaths here again. I want you to engage your abdominal muscles this time, okay? Each time you exhale, pull the belly button inside. That's what we have done before, okay? Very good. Very good. Open your eyes. If you feel abdominal breath is too confusing, you don't have to worry about it. Just breathe normally. Okay, naturally the breathing moves the belly up and down. Now let's inhale, reach up. Exhale, release. Very good. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release. Nice. Now reach up as you inhale. And let's bring our hands to the heart. Okay, let's do that one more time. Inhale. Slow exhales. Once again, inhale. Very good. Now, hands to the heart, interlace the fingers, push the palms outside, stretch the arm, bring it in. Very good. Inhale, stretch. Very good. Once again, inhale, stretch. And let's do that one more time. Inhale. Come back in. Very good. Now, we are going to stretch all the way above the head. So brush your face. Inhale, stretch up. Very good. Come back down. Once again, inhale. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. And one more. Very good. Slowly release and relax. Wiggle the arms, relax the shoulders. Now, let's take a side stretch. Reach up, interlace the fingers. Our pointer is pointing up. Okay, so I'm keeping my pointer pointing up. Very good. Give a nice stretch. Keep pressing through both the feet. Take a side bend, any one side. Okay, and then come back up. Once again, take a side bend. Come back up, same side, okay? Side bend. And come back up. Very good. Now, let's take that side bend on the other side. Come back up once again, other side. And one more time. And slowly come back. Release. Wiggle the arms, relax the shoulders. Very good. Now, let's put that into our yoga pose, lateral bending. So let's keep our arms alongside, shoulders relaxed, back is nice and tall. Okay, let's start with moving our right arm. Okay, when you're ready, slowly the right arm goes up. Take your time, no rush. Turn the palm and reach up the right arm. Now, keep pressing through both the feet, both the legs equally. Take a side bend on the other side. So we're bending sideways. And let's hold here. Keep breathing. Let's hold this stretch. Again, doesn't matter how far you go. Make sure your chest is facing front. Very good. Stay here. Nice. Keep breathing. Good. Now, when you feel ready, press through the feet. Slowly come up. And release. And release the arm. Very good. Take some time. Keep the difference. Right arm feels longer than the left. Breathing changes. Okay, let's take that on the other side. Left arm goes up. Turn the palm. Up. The other arm is relaxed. No tension in the other shoulder, okay? Side bend. With side bending on the opposite side. Again, keep breathing. Now again, one side might feel easier. Stay at a point where you breathe comfortably. Very good. Stay here. Now when you feel ready, press through the feet. Slowly come up. And release. Release the arm. And take some time. Relax the shoulders. Now you feel both arms are longer. Feel a nice stretchy feeling into the arms. Close your eyes or keep it open and just observe the breathing. Very good. Now, let's do our awkward chair pose. So from here, we're going to bring our arms parallel and then sink into an imaginary chair. Bring your hands to the heart. Again, keep your chest facing front. Keep your feet pressing into the mat. All the corners of the feet. Very good. Be mindful of your knees. If this is hurting your knees, you don't want to hold. You want to come back and go down. Let's stay here for one more breath. Very good. Press through the feet. Slowly come up. Very good. Let's do that 2 more times. We're going to hold for a few breaths and then release. Okay, reach up. Sink into chair. Now again, hands can come to the heart or arms can reach up, whichever feels good. Okay, nice. Stay here. Awkward chair pose. It's really an awkward chair pose. Stay here for 2 more breaths. Very good. Slowly release. Press through the knees and come up. Nice. Let's do that 1 more time. Again, you can bring your hands here or reach up. Anything is fine. Okay, come into chair. Again, find your focus, find your strength. Keep pressing through all the corners of the feet. Feel that into the legs, knees. 1 more breath. And press through the feet. Very good. Very good. Wiggle the legs. Keep your feet a little wide. And again, notice the breathing. Close your eyes. Faster heartbeat. Breathing. Very good. Now, from here, when your breathing slows down, that is the time you take the pause between the yoga poses. Let the breathing and heartbeat slow down. And then when you're ready, we're going to work on our balance. I'm going to grab my chair. We're going to do 1 leg mountain. So just standing on 1 leg. And we're going to keep holding the chair to begin with. The key to balance is keep staring at a point in front of your eyes. Once you find that focus, you can let go of the chair. Now remember, hand can come to the heart or hand can reach up, whichever feels good. Okay, but don't be in a rush, 1 step at a time. Let's start with our mountain. Both feet are parallel. I'm going to hold my chair on the right side. I'm going to stand on the right leg. Okay. Now, once I'm ready, I'm going to let go my left leg and keep staring at a point. Keep holding the chair. Once I gaze my eyeballs, I might find a little steadiness to stand taller on 1 leg. Left hand can reach up or hand to the heart. And take some time. Once you find steadiness, you can start working on releasing that right hand from the chair. Again, tiptoe the fingers, depending on how you feel today. Staring at a point. Very good. 1 more breath. Okay, take your time. Good. You can hold as long as it feels good and then slowly release. That is very good today. Today is the day of balance. I could see George was standing for a long time. I could see Joyce and Karen too. I was watching you guys here. Now, let's take that on the other side again. And if I release and if you want to still hold for some time, if you feel steady, continue to hold. We'll just wait. It doesn't matter, okay? Everybody has different capacity to hold, so that's totally fine. Make sure you're having that support next to you. We start with holding the chair. Keep staring at a point, and that is the key. When you keep your gaze, it helps you to balance. When you're ready, let the right leg go off the mat. Find a little steadiness. One leg mounted. One side might feel a little easier for balance. When you feel ready, tiptoe the fingers. Keep staring at one point, something which is not moving. Here for a couple more breaths as long as you feel good. I want to slowly release. When you feel ready, slowly release. Yay. That's awesome. That is a lot of work for the leg muscles. Standing on one leg. Very good. Let's do a little pumping of the feet. Very good. Let's bring our feet again wide. And let's see if our hip circles feel different. Rotation. Might feel a little more lightness. Very good. Opposite direction. Nice. And then come back to the center. Very good. Release. Now, from here, let's grab those blocks. We're going to keep our blocks handy, and then we're going to take our forward fold, forward bend. So again, you can keep our wide stance as wide as it feels good. Doesn't have to be too much, but you want to keep a little wider so you feel nice and deep stretch. Now, depending on where you want to keep the blocks, you can keep them at the lowest height or the tallest height. The lowest height gives you a little deeper stretch. Okay, now remember, we are bending through the lower back. Okay, which means you're hinging through the lower back. When you're bending forwards, if you want to have a gentle bend in the knees, that's okay. Okay, but make sure you're pressing through the feet. Now let's reach up, give a stretch, and then bend forwards. Hands come on the block or the mat directly, that feels good. Adjust the height of the blocks. And keep stretching the hips up. Keep stretching the tailbone up. Keep moving the crown towards the mat. So you find your own comfortable sweet spot where you feel deep stretch, no pain. Very good. Keep your eyes open. Very good. With each breath, tailbone lifts up, crown keeps moving towards the mat. Very good. Beautiful. Deep forward fold, wide leg forward fold. You feel that into the leg muscles, back of the legs, back of the thighs, and the lower back. Let's stay here for 2 more breaths. And then when you feel ready, we're going to bring our hands to the hips, press through the feet, and slowly come up. Very good. That feels good. Nice. Let's bend our knees. And come, bring your feet closer. Now, come back here. That was forward bending. Remember, the more we bend our spine in all the fundamental positions, forward, back, sides, and twisting, it keeps that spine nice and mobile. That's why we always have forward bends and back bends. So let's take a back bend now. Feet go a little wider. This is called as half wheel, but we are going to do with breathing. So don't worry about folding. Just bring your hands to the hips, fingertips pointing front, shoulders are pulled back. Now again, you want to relax the shoulders. And also you want to relax the neck muscles. You want to stretch the whole spine, okay? So the shoulders don't come closer to the neck. Drop them down and bend backwards. Very good. And then slowly come back up. Let's do that 3 more times. Bending backwards. Back up. And 2 more. And if you feel comfortable holding that back bend, feel free to hold for just a couple breaths. Very good. Nice work. Slowly come back. Those who are holding, slowly release. Very good. Now, another reason for this back bend is very powerful is we are opening the shoulders. So, throughout the day, not only during Parkinson's, but even other times, our back starts to round up a little. So, bring that shoulders back and give it that back bend. So feel free to do these back bends throughout the day when you're standing for a long time or doing something on the desk for a long time. It really helps to give that complementary stretch to the spine, right? So let's come into our warrior pose. We're going to come to the top of the mat. Again, the chair is optional. I'm going to come to the top of the mat. I'm showing you sideways. Okay, so we stand with nice mountain pose. So both feet are nice and parallel, back is nice and tall. Right now, let's step back with our left foot. Left foot is at an angle. Now keep a nice wide stance and turn your hips to the front. Okay, once I turn my hips to the front, bend that right knee. Come back up once again, bend that right knee, and you can hold the chair or the hip. That's why I said chair is optional. Bend that right knee and come back up. Very good. Now, let's bend that right knee and hold. Now, when you bend your right knee is above the ankle, okay? So if your feet are too close, then the right knee goes beyond the ankle. If it is this way, then you want to step a little forward and bend the right knee just above the ankle. Very good. Now, once you're here, if it's behind, that's fine. Very good. Once you're here, arms up. Take some time, press through all the corners of both the feet. So you feel that strength into the leg muscles, into the glutes, into the thighs, and then arms reach up, shoulders relax. Very good. Keep breathing. Very good. We're going to do some cactus arm breathing. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach up. Very good. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Very good. One more time. Exhale, cactus. Reach up. And one more time. Now reach up through the arms, keep breathing. Let's stay here in warrior one. 2 breaths here. And slowly release the arms, press through the right foot. And step forward. Very good. Now again, remember, be mindful of your legs and knees, especially. If anything hurts your knees, you can avoid or modify that. Feel the difference, right and left side. Exhale out, breathing changes. Let's take that on the other side. Now, when you're ready, step back with that right foot. Now, again, take a nice wide stance. Once you're here, right foot is at an angle. Turn your hips to the front. Okay, keep your hips facing the chair. Now, again, you can hold the chair or the hips. Left knee bends, come back up. Again, left knee bends, come back up. And let's do that one more time. Very good. Now, when you're ready, left knee bends, stay here. Shoulders are relaxed, they are above the hips, arms reach up. Warrior one on the left side. Again, keep breathing. If the back knee is blocking, you can bend that knee. Very good. Keep breathing here. You can hold one hand with the chair if you would like. Nice. Stay here. Now, let's do cactus arms. You can do it with one hand if you want. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Inhale up. Once again, exhale, cactus. Very good. And one more time. Very good. Now, reach up and let's stay in the warrior one for a couple breaths. Nice. Nice power, nice strength. And slowly release. Release the knee and come back to the center. Very good. Stomp your feet. Very good. Now, one more thing I want to show here. So whenever you're taking this warrior stance, any kind of this kind of poses, make sure you're not doing totally tightrope. Okay, so if my legs are in the same line, sometimes you might feel a little more wobbly or unsteady. You can keep a little wider stance, okay? Which means it's not tightrope, so it's not like you're in one line and then it starts to feel unsteady. Keep your feet a little outside so you get a little wider stance, as wide as the hips. Okay, so that might be the reason sometimes you feel unsteady, so you can have those all options handy. Does that make sense, Karen? I saw you, that's why I was trying to mention this, right? I think I wanted to tell you when you were doing it, but I didn't want to disturb you. But always make sure you feel steady. Whenever you stand in any position, if it's not a steady position, it's not safe. So for some of us, maybe a little wider stance gives you a little more stability, and that's okay, right? Okay, let's come down to the mat. Very good. Release. And let's come into tabletop. Let's come into tabletop. Knees under the hips, palms under the shoulders. Okay. Now, once I'm here, fingertips, fingers, and palms on the mat. Knees are under the hips. Get that nice balance. Let's take our cat and cow breaths. We inhale, stretch through the spine. Exhale, tuck the tailbone in. Once again, inhale, long spine. Exhale, tuck the tailbone in. So moving the neck, moving the lower back. Inhale, chin up. Exhale, chin down, chin to the chest. Inhale, belly drops, tuck the tail up. And exhale. Very good. Let's do that one more time. And come back. Very good. Now, let's come into neutral back position. So this is flat back. So my back is neutral position. It's not dropping. It's not lifting. Okay. Now, once I'm in flat back, let's stretch our right leg out. Point through the right toes. Find something in front of your eyes to get a little steadiness. If you feel steady, opposite arm comes front. Reach up. Opposite arms and legs. Okay. Only if you feel good, you reach the arm out. Very good. Stay here. One more breath. Nice balance. Come back to the center. That's called balancing board. Let's do that on the other side. Left leg reaches. Now again, take some time. Left toes point to the back wall. Opposite arm points to the front. Keep breathing. Nice. Stay here. One more breath. And back to the center. Very good. Now from here, walk your hands to the knees. And come up into kneeling. Let's shake those wrists off. Very good. Let's reach the arms up. And let's take circles. Clockwise, anti-clockwise. I do this just to release the wrist joint. Bring your palms to touch and do a stretch. Very good. Nice stretch. Keep breathing. And slowly release. Nice. Now, let's come into our downward facing dog. This is again an inversion. Be mindful how it feels. Let's start with our fingertips, fingers and palms on the mat, and they are under the shoulders. So adjust them under the shoulders. Once you're here, knees can be a little closer if you would like. Tuck the toes in, keep the knees bent, and start to lift the hips up. Pushing the hips to the back wall. Now, once you're here, start to bicycle those legs. Pressing the right heel, pressing the left. Again, this is optional. You can just hold this downward facing dog. Keep lifting the tailbone. Keep moving the hips to the back wall. Very good. Feel that beautiful stretch, full body stretch here. Nice. Stay here. Keep pressing the tailbone to the back wall. Very good. Nice. One more breath. Slowly release the knees. Back to the mat, child's pose. Relax. Close your eyes or keep them open. I always have those options. I like to keep my eyes closed. Just notice the internal changes. Breathing. back muscles, leg muscles, heartbeat. Very good. Slowly come up. Now, we are going to slowly move our hips to the floor and we are going to sit on the mat. So slowly shift yourself and just sit comfortably. Coming down here. And then release. Release the leg. Good. Point and flex the toes. Very good. Now, let's take our spinal twisting from here. So we are going to stretch our legs out here. And then let's bend our right knee, right foot on the mat. And let's bring our right palm behind the right hip. Now, if the knee is falling, you want to keep it nice and strong. Right foot is on the mat. Hug the right knee and twist. Twist through the lower, middle, and the upper back. Looking over the right shoulder. Coming into a nice twist. Very good. Keep breathing. Bring your right palm closer to the hip if it's far away. Somewhere in the middle. Very good. Keep breathing. Exhale out. Here for one more breath. And then slowly release the neck, release the arm. Come back to the center. Very good. And release the legs. See the difference on the right and left side. Nice. Now, let's take that on the other side. We are going to bend our left knee. We are going to twist on this side. Other side, again, nice tall spine. Left palm behind the left hip. Hug that left knee and twist. Exhale and twist. So always when you exhale, it's easier to twist. Very good. Stay here. 2 more breaths. When you feel ready, slowly come back. Ease. And release the legs. Very good. Now, from here, let's bend our knees, feet on the mat. We are going to come into our boat pose. Okay, so boat pose engages the abdominal muscles, but it also puts a lot of strain on the back muscles. So if it feels not comfortable for the spine, for the back, lower back, then you can avoid this. If it feels good, let's go for this. Let's try how it feels. Okay, feet on the mat, knees are together. Bring your hands under the knees, and I'm going to press my recliner button as if I'm reclining a little, just a little bit. And then I'm going to lift one leg and then the other. Now again, I can hold, keep holding. That gives me a little support. When I start to let go the support, my abdominal muscles are engaging. So you can let go one hand at a time or both. Very good. Stay here. Both pose, nice, stay here. Couple more breaths. And you can keep holding one hand if that feels good. And slowly release. Good. And that's a lot of work for the back too. So always make sure your back feels good with that. Release. That was Naukasan boat pose. It's good stretch for the core strengthening. It's a good pose for building strength of the body. Now let's bring ourselves on the mat. Let's do some back stretches. Come to the top of the mat. I always like to end with back stretches. Arms come parallel. Now engage the core again. Keep your legs squeezed in closer. And let's lower all the way to the mat. Ease. Lower back, middle back, and the upper back. Once you release here, let the legs go wide, let the arms go away. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more time, inhale. Very good. Slowly bend your knees. Bring your knees into the chest. Very good. And then rock side to side, bringing the knees closer. Let's rock side to side. Just a nice massage to the back. The closer the knee gets, different stretch you feel, nice pressure on the abdomen. Very good. Now come back to the center. Keep your palms on the knees. Keep the knees together. Keep them closer to each other and draw circles with both the knees together. Drawing circles. So your knees are moving in a bigger range of motion. Draw circles. Entire lower back starts to rock. Very good. And then opposite circles. This again might be a little tricky. The idea is just to start to press the back muscles into the mat. Now come back to the center. Once again, keep your palms on the knees. This time we open the knees wide and bring them closer. Okay, so right knee moves to the right, left knee moves to the left. So open the knees wide, bring them closer. Let's do that 2 more times. Very good. Now next time the knees come closer, let's take them in the opposite circles, opposite direction. And gently come back. Release the feet on the mat. Very good. That feels a little different on the back. Now, from here, let's bring our feet as wide as the mat. Okay, feet are wide as the mat. Now, open the arms at the shoulder level. Palms are facing up. Let's do windshield wipers, side to side. Just to loosen again. Just to loosen. Good. Side. Nice. Come back to the center. Arms are still reaching up, palms facing up, shoulders relaxed. Now let's drop the knees to the right side. Lower the knees to the right and turn the neck to the left. Let's come into the spinal twisting stretch. Let's stay here. Couple breaths. Stretch, back, slowly come back to the center. Turn your neck back to neutral. Now, slowly drop the knees to the other side and let the head turn in the opposite. So knees drop to the left, head turns to the right. Slowly walk yourself, slowly bring yourself to the center. Turn your head back to neutral, release the arms, walk your feet closer to each other and bring your knees into the chest. Very good. Again, rock side to side, just to even out. And come back to the center. Now, we're going to come into our wind-free pose. We're going to do our leg raising for the wind-free pose. So we are engaging the abdominal muscles and doing this. So let's start with here. Legs stretched out on the mat. Legs are closer, arms alongside of the body. So whole body is in one line. Now, if you want, you can slide those palms under the hips. That gives a little support to the core and back. Keep those legs together, press them into each other and slowly lift them up 90 degrees, all the way up. Very good. Keep breathing. Now you can always bend your knees and stretch your legs up if this is too intense. Legs up the wall. This is again a very good stretch. You can do this with wall support sometime, which feels very good for the circulation. Now, once we are here, bend the knees. Press the thighs into the abdomen. When you're ready, exhale. Nose comes closer to the knees. So coming into wind-free pose. You're forming yourself into a small ball. Now, if your neck is hurting with the wind-free pose, you can avoid lifting the neck and just press the thighs into the abdomen. Feel free to modify if it doesn't feel good for the neck muscles. Very good. Stay here. One more breath. And then lower the head, neck, and shoulders. And then release the palms on the mat. Now again, I'm going to slide my palms under the glutes and bring my legs up the wall, 90 degrees. Keep pointing through the toes. When you're ready, point the toes to the front of the mat and slowly lower the legs all the way to the mat. Slow release. Release the legs, release the arms away from the body. And notice the changes. That was wind-free pose. Again, a very powerful pose for digestion, abdominal strength, back stretch. Exhale out completely. Changes in the breathing. Nice. Now, let's bend our knees, feet on the mat, and let's walk our feet closer to the hips, as close as they feel comfortable. Doesn't have to be too much. Once we are here, let's bring our arms alongside of the body. Palm is facing on the mat. We're going to do our bridge pose breathing. Now, this is a back bend. So with each inhale, we are going to lift the belly up, and exhale, it will go down. Try to keep the knees parallel, okay? Palms pressing into the feet pressing into the mat. Inhale, lift into bridge. Exhale, bring it down. Once again, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower back down. Let's do that 4 more times. Again, press through all the corners of the feet. Lift up, bring it down. Once again, lift up. And let's do that 2 more times. Good. Nice. Slowly release the bridge. Take some time here. Let's stay in the same position. And now we're going to do the bridge pose, and let's hold that back bend, okay? So if you want, you can slide a block under the bridge and take a little supported bridge if you don't want to hold without support. You can also keep the block in between the inner thighs. Now, once you're here, press through the feet and palms, lift into bridge, press through all the corners of the feet. Very good. Stay here. Breathing. Here for 2 more breaths. When you feel ready, slowly start to release the bridge. If you have the block, slide the block away and slowly lower, middle back, lower back, and the tailbone. Beautiful bridge pose. Gives a nice relaxation to the back. It deepens the breath. Once again, bring your knees into the chest and rock side to side. Good. Come back to the center. Now release the feet on the mat. And we're going to open the knees wide, just like when we take the butterfly pose in seated. Let's try this butterfly in lying down. So knees open wide, feet face each other. Just kind of opening the knees wide. Doesn't have to be too much. Very good. Keep breathing. Supine bound angles, supine butterfly pose. Very good. Stay here. One more breath. You can feel that into the hips, glutes. Now with the help of your hands, bring your knees closer. Feet on the mat. Very good. Now, let's come into our happy baby pose from here. Bringing the knees closer, holding the big toes or inner outer arches, and then rock side to side. You can also hold behind the knees. You don't have to go all the way to the toes. You can hold behind the knees and rock side to side. Very good. Keep your legs a little wide so you feel a nice stretch. Very good. Here. Couple more breaths. When you're ready, slowly release the knees into the chest. Hug the knees closer and slowly release. And let's come into our final resting pose of Shavasana. Now you can have a blanket under the knees or a pillow under the knees. You can have a pillow for your head. Legs go wide, arms away from the body. Shoulders relax, legs relax. Wiggle through the space and start to find a little release. If lying down on the back doesn't feel good to your back, you can always bend the knees. Feet go wide and knees come closer. This is also a very good relaxing pose, constructive resting pose. So find a relaxing pose which works great for your body and close your eyes. Take some time to sink into that relaxation. Let the whole body release itself. So the relaxation after the asana practice starts to bring all the effects together. Time to introspect, time to notice, observe. Let the whole body relieve and relax. As the physical body starts to relax, if your mind starts to go to other places, bring your attention here in this practice. Welcoming you to a guided relaxation, deep relaxation technique. Part by part relaxation of the entire body. With your eyes closed, let's bring our attention to the toes of both the feet. Relax them. Relax the ankle joints, the calf muscles. Relax the knee joints and the thighs. Release the hip joints. Start to bring your attention to the lower back. Relax the lower back, tailbone. Release the middle back and the upper back. Relax the shoulders, arms, elbows. Release the forearms and the wrist joints. Relax the palms and the fingers. Bring your attention to the chest and the abdomen. Each inhale lifts up the belly, each exhale it sinks in. Rhythmic up and down movement. Relax the abdomen and the chest. Relax the neck muscles, front and back sides of the neck. Release the jaw muscles, open and close the mouth. Moving the jaw side to side. Making an expression with your entire face starts to release the facial muscles. Cheeks, nose, ears, chin. eyes, and relax the forehead and all the way beyond the forehead scalp. The whole body is completely relaxed, released. The whole body. The whole body. To enhance this relaxation, we introduce the sound energy in our practice. We will loudly chant the sound of Om in Shavasana. The sound energy brings healing vibrations to the body and mind. It also helps to deepen our exhalations. It helps to deepen the breath and calms down the nervous system. We always chant out the sound of Om throughout the exhalation. Let us do it together. Inhaling for Om, inhale. Om. One more time, inhale. Om. Last time, inhale. Om. Feel the resonance and the silence that follows it. Keep your eyes closed. Bring gentle movements to the fingers and toes. The head turns side to side slowly. And then when you feel ready, bring your legs closer, arms closer, and bend your knees. And then bring your knees into the chest. Hug the legs closer to the body and rock side to side. Release the back. And then when you feel ready, roll to the right side. Welcome any other stretch that feels good. On the right side, a couple breaths. And when you feel ready, push yourself into a comfortable seat. Take your time to come up. Eyes can be open or closed. And then sit into any comfortable seat. Find the stillness. Eyes remain closed for a couple breaths. Bring your hands to the heart. You find the same peace and relaxation of Shavasana here. And let this peace, this calmness, this relaxation walk with you beyond this mat. Bringing your hands to the third eye, healing thoughts, hands to the lips, healing words, hands to the heart, healing intentions. It was an honor to guide you all in the practice. The light that shines in me salutes the light that shines in each of you. Namaste. Very good. Let's keep our eyes closed, rub the palms. If you have glasses, you can take them off. Just rub the palms. Make a cup of your hands and place it on the eyes. Gently blink the eyes open. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining.